Hello, Michael Butterfield here doing my sharing video for cit261 on July 8th. What I decided to go over this week is sort of how I contributed to my team's application and what I've put into it so far. There's a lot into it now, but this is what I have done so far. So state capital flashcards, I basically did like the first chunk of scrolling through the cards, the actual JavaScript functions that make it so your score is stored, and also the JavaScript functions that basically pull the flashcards. So like Alabama is the front of the flashcard. You flip the card and it says Montgomery. You can see, and here you can say correct or incorrect. And incorrect, your score is still 0. If you say correct, it will increase your score by 1. And let's look at what I have coded, view page source, and sort of how I've contributed. So I made the basic body, and everything here is my code. However, in our app, Cassandra did, I believe, yeah, about half the states, like the second half of the states. Cassandra did that, and in this one, so basically what it does is each state is pretty much the same. What it does is it has an XML HTTP request to get a text document called Alabama or Utah or whatever the state is or whatever the capital is, and that text document basically just has the word of the state on it. And so that's where you get like Montgomery. This is just being pulled from a text document. Back to the code. So it pulls that, and when the function is called, it also creates a button that will let you flip the card, and that button also calls the next function, which is the capital. And then the capital, what it does, the capital function, it calls the capital text, montgomery.txt, which is the text file that has the name of the capital on it. So when you see Montgomery, yeah, that's that text file. And then what it does is it clears the flip button, so you can't flip the card. And it creates 2 more buttons, a correct button that calls the next state and increases your score by 1, and an incorrect button that does not increase your score and also calls the next state. So it just scrolls through every single state that way alphabetically, and each function calls the next state or capital. And how the scores work is I have some functions like a correct function and an incorrect function, where basically if you don't have local storage, it will say that you don't have local storage. And if you do, it will either increase your score by 1 or not increase your score, depending on if you click correct or incorrect. And I also have a finished function, which is basically after you've finished all of the flashcards, it will say your final score, and it will give you your score out of 50. And then there's a try again button. And then when you try again and actually start, it will clear. There is a function, reset. My reset function just basically assigns the local storage variable score to 0, so it resets your score. And so this is useful because you can reset your score every time you try, plus you can see your score from last time. That's how we're going to use that. And this is commented out CSS that I was playing with. My group is so much better at CSS than I am, so they are primarily taking care of that. And this, yeah, this is what I've contributed to our team's flashcard app. I'm excited for it to get done and see the final product. If anyone has any questions, this will be in the community. Feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to answer. Thank you.